tell us about the day you received your shoebox and how that all came together.
I still remember that day so vividly, Steph. It was a day right after Christmas. It was the day after Christmas. And the reason why I remember that so vividly being the day after Christmas is because in my mind, I have given God a deadline.
Mm.
I have given him a deadline to show me that he is real by giving me snow by Christmas Day. And Christmas Day came and gone, and there was no snow. And I remember just how disappointed I was as a little 13-year-old because God was not coming through the way I was imagining him coming through. So it was the day after Christmas, and we saw people running on the streets, and that meant one thing. There was something at the grocery store. So we are running. We're so excited. And then we realized that people passed by the grocery store. Where else could they be going? We didn't know, but they looked so excited. So we followed them, and we ended up in the center of our little town, and people were shouting, "Trucks are coming, trucks are coming." And these three little trucks pulled in, and they were lit up. Never seen anything like that before. And they opened the backs of these trucks, and they were filled with the most beautiful, colorful boxes I have ever seen. They were all wrapped in colorful paper. And they started giving out these boxes to the kids who were there. And this lady comes up to me with this colorfully wrapped shoebox in her hand, and she hands it to me. She spoke my language. Most of the people on those trucks did not speak my language, but she spoke my language, and she tells me this is for me. And I asked her what I needed to do because no one ever just gives you something for nothing in Romania with no strings attached. So I wanted to know what I needed to do for it. And she said, nothing. You just take it. It's yours. It's freely given, like God's grace is freely given to every single one of us. And then she asked me if there was anything she could pray with me for. And so I thought, well, actually, yes, there is. If you would pray with me for snow, that would be great. And so that's exactly what she did. She knelt down to come down to my level and prayed with me right there and then for snow. And then gave me a big hug and left me with this colorful treasure in my hands. And I remember looking around and just realizing that there's laughter around me, and we haven't heard those kind of noises. Didn't even dare laughing in public because you never knew who was watching, what they would report. And so people were very reserved, but children were all around me laughing and opening boxes and showing each other all the things that they have received. And so I'm finally opening my shoebox, and it's colorful inside and it smells good, and everything was new. And we didn't have new things. Very, very rarely did we have anything new. And so even just that alone meant so, so much. And the soap inside of my box made it smell so good. My grandmother used to make us soap, and it did not smell great. I'm sure it did the job, but it didn't smell great. And so that's actually part of why I'm so sad that soap no longer can go in the shoe boxes starting this year.
Hmm.
But I know God can use anything. The markers in my shoebox, I could not believe they come in so many colors. I have a coloring book that also came with some coloring pencils that were attached to it. And my brother and I, we actually colored that coloring book about 7 or 8 times over. We would color it, and then we would erase it and color it again. So much fun with that. But in the corner of my box was this little thing that I really didn't know what to think of. And I remember taking it out and holding it in my hand, just kind of trying to figure out, what is this? And a little boy who was running past me, he grabs my hand with his hand. And he said, "You have to shake it. That's how that works." And when he did that, and I looked down in my hands, I saw the most beautiful silver snow I have ever seen inside of this little plastic snow globe that had a blue star inside of it. Just moments after this precious sweet lady handed me this box and prayed with me for snow, it was right there in my hands.